Creating charts. Hi, I'm Bob Bricks, and in this video, I'm gonna get fancy. I'm gonna convert a report into a chart. Now, if you think about it, charts don't show anywhere as much information as reports. They're really summaries. You can use them for presenting general information about a situation, but they're not very detail-oriented. They're not used a lot in operations, but to be fair, they're much better at demonstrating a point and a lot more influential than a detailed report. So let's create one. Now, all charts start with underlying data, some underlying set of detail. In other words, a report. A chart is a kind of summary of a report. You have the item you're charting, like a category for example, and then you have the item you're counting or summing up, like an amount you're spending or an amount you're earning or a number of hours. One item on the chart is descriptive and the other is numeric. Now the task of creating a chart is identifying these two things. That's how you create a chart. I'm currently looking at an asset record. There's a report on it called Assets Report. I'm going to go access that. Here I have a report. Let's go ahead and convert it into a chart. The first step is to click on the Reports gear. There I'll select Report Chart. Now there are two items that I need to determine. First, what am I charting by? What's that column? I'm going to go ahead and create a chart against the different categories of assets. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the column and choose Asset Category. Next, I need to know what is it that I'm calculating. What am I summing up? That's called the amount calculation. I'm going to go ahead and select this amount column over here. Okay, we're almost done. Now, what is it that I'm calculating in this amount column? Well, I'm going to be calculating the total. So I'm going to select the total over here. I'm going to enable it. And let's go ahead and enable it as our default view. In other words, anyone going to this report will see the chart instead of the report first. Click Done. X out of it. There you go. I have a chart. I actually have a chart and a list view. I can go back and forth between the chart and the list view. The current version of Webigami supports horizontal charts. They're horizontal so that they can fit on all kinds of devices, whether they come up on an iPhone or an Android device or a large desktop like the one you're looking at right now. The current version of our reporting system also supports a concept called grouping. What's grouping? Grouping is a way to group your descriptive columns together. For example, maybe software and hardware need to be related to IT purchases. Grouping is a very special feature and we'll be talking about it later in future videos in this playlist. If this charting feature that you see here is something you like, tell us about it. Tell us how you're using it. We're interested in looking at all the different ways you use charts. If you have any requests or comments, leave them below or tell us in a support note. We're here to make your operations great.